Hello, my Stampin' Up people. How are you today? This is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. And I have to say, this has been pretty frustrating. So anyway, I have an issue when it comes to answering the phone while I am taping off my phone, and everything always just stops. And I don't know how to keep it going. If anybody has any tips, please let me know. But I tried 2 times and got 2 different phone calls from 2 different people last night when I was trying to record and put it on my phone as a video when I get telephone calls. So I'm hoping this morning I get to go live, and it is another hump day sketches, but there's really no sketches today. We're just putting together old time cards with lots of dies, okay? And I know you're dying to get started. So anyway, we are doing 2 of the retired dies. One is of leaves, and the other one is of flowers. And they are from this gorgeous garden dies. These are fabulous. I love these a lot. Now, I have to say, I did not do anything because basketball is going on today, and I have to leave for Olympia so I can get to the Tacoma Dome so we can play in our game. But I copied everything from Linda's Stampin' Escape. And if you want to know about Linda's StampinEscape.com, please make sure that you check her out. She is fabulous. I love her stuff. I couldn't find any of the stuff that I made with this a few years ago, so I just cased everything of hers. I really just changed very, very little. But I wanted to bring these 2 dies back out because they are 2 of my favorite. Okay, so we're going to start with the flower. So I want to start real quick that whenever you are doing the large dies, there's a couple of ways that you need to run them through the Stampin' Emboss and Cut folder. First of all, we're pretending that we already have everything set up. We have our die cut. Okay, here's the bottom part it's going to go through. So you're going to take it through as you're cranking, and then you're going to take it back. And then with lifting the paper and not letting the paper slip, you're going to go from portrait now to landslide. And you are going to take it through and then back. And then you're going to get out your little piercing pad, you're going to get out your little brush, and then you're just going to roll and get all the extra, except for this part right here, out of the die. And then when you pull it off, you have this fabulous die. So this is the die that I'm talking about. My card is white on white, and I absolutely love the white on white. And as you can see, it has a little bit of dimension to it because I did 2 of these. So, whoops, I die cut out 2. So I'm just explaining everything to you today because it's obvious when I have put together so many cards and nothing comes out. I'm really tired of putting these cards together. So I'm just going to explain them to you. So this is the thick cardstock. I am using the Petunia Pop, both as the ink and then the Petunia Pop bordering ribbon. And that's what this looks like. Now, you guys know that all the end colors from 24 to 26, they're leaving us this year. And it's really sad because I really don't want them to go because they are some of my favorite colors, this being one of them. So I'm telling you right now, get your paper, get your re-ink fills, get your ink, get your, if you can get any more markers, get your Stampin' Blends, But you need to get everything right now because it's all going to go away pretty soon. I think come the end of, I think it's the end of April, I think. So anyway, then what I did was that I took my glue, we're going back to the card. I turned it over on my little silicone pad, and as many bold, dark spots, I put the glue in, and then I glued around the outside of the frame. And then I put the top frame on the bottom frame, and I did the exact same thing again. I did a 2-inch punch with the basic white, and then I just did a little bit of a weave, a zigzag, to adhere the ribbon to the back, and then I put dimensionals on the back of the card, or on the back of the 2-inch circle, so it would just stay there. And then I added one of the in color, these are the in color flat pearls. And again, it is the 24 through 26. Now, a couple of things that you need to know. I used the Love and Hugs on here. And then when you open this up, I used all the in colors. And I just brought them out so you could at least see them. And I just stamped off and stamped on with Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, Summer Splash, Shy Shamrock, and Petunia Pop. So these are the end colors that will be going away. So I used the Love and Hugs on this card, and then I did the leaf with the 2-step. I did this in the darker color, the Shy Shamrock, and I did the other one in the Summer Splash, and that's on the other card that you'll see in a minute. And this flower was made by the Impressions of Bloom. I stamped off with this in the Petunia Pop. Then I did a hard stamp in here. I used this as my Pretty in Pink. I did this and stamped off in both greens. So the Shy Shamrock, this is the Shy Shamrock. Let me bring it up. This is the Shy Shamrock, and this is the Summer Splash. And I stamped off, and then I stamped full. All right, so that's how I did that, and that's how I made this card. So it's just one of my favorites. I love having big die cuts so you can just use them, and you really don't have to do a lot of stamping, and they looked absolutely beautiful. This white on white with a little splash of color looks great. All right, so that's what I did for the first card. For the second card, here it is. So I took a piece of, this is on the basic white, the thick basic white. I have another thick basic white underneath it. And what I did was that I took my blending brushes, and you'll see, and I just inked them, did around in circles, and I did circles all over the place and did them a little bit differently. As I did those, came back in, brought my little glue. All I'm going to do is touch a few places down so we can keep these leaves in here, so then especially when they go in the mail, they will not end up lifting. And all I'm doing is adding a dot where I see some lifts. And that's all I did for this. And I used the die, And on this die, then, it is the leaf die. And I loved how it has all these little indents that really just help them really show the leaves. Oops, this is going to be quite a bit. All right, and so I'm just kind of doing a little bit of minor surgery on this to keep this down so it doesn't get caught in the envelope. And then I just attached the basic black onto the blended paper with all 5 of these colors. And then on an extra piece, I just did the background for the You're Too Kind. And then I did so you could see the words in the black. This little piece right here is a piece of vellum that I used. And then I added one of the In Color flat pearls, different places here. And that's all I did for this card. This is part of the peach pie border ribbon. So you have that. And again, how you do this is dip it. And it's like, this is my paper. The only difference is that I used it in spots. This is what I did off my paper, and then I went onto the paper, which you can see just right in this spot right here. And that's all I did. And then I glued it down. And then I did the glue on the back. On the back of the vellum, I just made sure that I did glue where the words were, so then you couldn't see it on the outside of the vellum. And again, on the inside is, oh, I told you incorrectly. I did the, no, I told you right. This is the Shamrock, and this is the Summer Splash. And I wish I would have stamped off on that, but I didn't. So that is, I used the 2-inch punch for the vellum. So out of my 20 minutes that I have been trying to get exactly what I needed for these cards today, I just chose to explain it to you today. And I hope you don't mind. And these are the cards I ended up making for the 3rd time. So I hope that you enjoy this. I forgot to talk about, this has a little bit of shimmer on it, and I put a whole pen, so I opened up the whole pen, poured it into this this bottle, and then I put alcohol in here, and I just shook it up, and then I just sprayed it. And you can see that there's a little bit on the vellum too, but it just has this nice little shine to it. And some of these colors can be a little bit hard, so by adding a little bit of spray to it, it took some of the hardness out. And I think, oh, I forgot to tell you, where did you get this die? Oh, it's called Wanted to Say. And this is the piece that is the background, and it comes out as one piece. Then you have the You're Too Kind, and these come out in 3 different words. The exact same thing is Feel Better Soon. We have the Celebrate, and we have Happy Birthday. And I just decided to go with what Linda did with her cards. So again, like I said, this is a complete case that I have had. And these dies again are called the Gorgeous Garden dies. All right. So I hope that you like this. It's going to be a real quick one. All the information is on my blog. And here's the information to my blog. My name is Kevon. I'm at www.ktstamps.com, and my motto is creating cards for you. So I hope that you guys have a great Wednesday. Take care. Get ready for the weekend. Enjoy whatever it is that you're doing, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye.